Hey guys, I wanted to give a quick update video on my plans for the next 3 days. As you know that I mentioned in my video that came out with like a week ago, explaining that the whole entire lightsaber thing I was doing was going to have something cool coming up. I'm going to California to visit the original founder of the lightsaber fencing. His name is Kang Snow. I've been probably for the past 2 months emailing him back and forth. He invited me to the tournament, and ever since he invited me to go to his tournament, I've been training like crazy. I don't really have the ability to practice like fighting wise as much as they do, so I had to learn a lot of it on my own, train a lot of it at home, a lot of technique, working it at home. And the times I did, like the few times I did get to practice with my friends, sometimes I went out there for like 10 hours at a time just trying to get as much training as I could in. I've been really working my body out for the past 2 months in order to try to get fit enough to maybe have really great endurance against them. I want to make up for like the lack of technique that I have with endurance and like power. So that's the reason I've been going really hard at the gym for the past couple of days. But aside from that, I just want to give you a little bit of a preview of all the stuff we're going to be taking with us. My friend Sandra is going to be coming with me to California, and I'm going to need her to film, and I'm really glad she volunteered to come with me. She's going to be the one filming almost everything there. We're also going to take some pictures for our media group. We want to get some practice in. We're going to be there for 4 days. We're going to stay in downtown LA, and we're going to explore the area. But the most important and the most fun thing out of all, we're going to visit Kang Snow and his Lightspeed Saber League group. I'm really excited to meet them. But okay, let me get to it. Let me go over some of the equipment that I'm going to be using. So most importantly, for lightsaber fencing, of course you need a lightsaber. This right here is the Crimson Menace. If you ever shopped from ULTRASABERS, you'll know the Crimson Menace. It's a pretty nice lightsaber. I got it in the red one. That's why it's crimson. It doesn't look like it would look on ULTRASABERS because I got rid of a lot of the like useless crap on it. So there was like these attachments for the pommel, and they look really cool. I'm not gonna lie, I really like these, but the only problem with them is they get in the way of your hand, and if you want a fight with the lightsaber, it's just a little bit cumbersome. So I cleaned it all up. I set the special sound font. This is the diamond driver inside of here, which allows it to have special sounds, special colors. Well, what I went ahead and did is I removed the sound because I don't think I'm gonna need the sound for the tournament. I want to have a little bit just more of a nice looking lightsaber, a little bit flashy. So I removed the sound and I added special effects. So you see whenever I spin it, it goes to purple, and it stays on purple until I attack. So it kind of like stays in that purple color. You can kind of see it on my shirt. It's a little really bright. And then when I attack or block, it turns red, and it'll stay flashing between red and orange. I like that kind of like very kind of unstable look to it. I also have the jabs flashing white, and I believe the clashes are also white and orange. I really enjoy this one. I had a lot of fun making this fun. I'm really gonna enjoy taking it to the tournament, and I really like that purple. So I like that I can switch between red and purple, and as soon as I go into attack mode, there's the red. But these are the fencing helmets. I ordered this one off Amazon a couple months ago when I first started fencing. This is what Lightspeed Saber League uses. I know they paint designs on it, but I'm not going to be using this one actually. I was planning on using this one, but I ended up ordering a new one. It's a red dragon. It's a full black mask. I think it goes better with my outfit, but this is the general idea of what you're going to be wearing, and I'm going to be wearing basically the same thing, but an all black, and the inside is going to be lined in orange compared to in blue. Alright, so let me go ahead and show you the armor pieces I'm going to be using. So that's just the helmet, and I'm going to put on the armor pieces for you to see. I'll show you my full fencing equipment for the Lightsaber Academy. The thing is, these are still polycarbonate blades, and I do fight with the heavy blades, which are a lot heavier than the ones they're going to be using in California, but I've been doing that for a reason, to build up the muscle on my arms, my forearms, so I can be able to use their blades a lot easier. I've been training with the heavy grade a whole lot, and it feels light to me now, so I can only imagine how theirs are going to feel. So this is the armor plating I'm going to be wearing. Let me put this on for you. This is pretty sick, and I like the way it looks with all black. But before I put this on, let me show you what goes underneath the armor plating. This right here is a goalie soccer, like an undershirt for goalies that they wear in soccer. It has padding all across the arms. The back piece has back plating, and also the front piece has chest padding right there. So let me put this on for you real quick, and I'll show you how it looks underneath it, and I'll show you what I'm gonna put above it, which is gonna be that warrior armor. Here's the soccer pad, the goalie padding on there. You can see it's pretty firm. I wore this a lot in my previous fencing videos. I always wore a shirt above it, but since I'm wearing the armor padding, I don't want to put too many layers on. It's going to be in the mid 70s, so I don't want to overheat. I might even take off this for the tournament. I just want to wear this at first. I don't want to get hurt. I want to be able to go into the tournament and last a while in there. So here's the armor padding. It has straps that come in from the back to the front, so it gets held on there pretty firmly. I think it might look a little bit heavier than it actually is. Even when I was fencing, when I practiced with fencing, I always wore this weighted vest. It was like 20 pounds that I practiced with. That's how I built up a lot of muscle now that I've been getting, aside from hitting the gym. But I'm kind of used to having a little bit heavier weight when I'm fighting. So you can see, so here's the under armor, the underplating right there. Then you got the top part of it. This is really protective. Like I said, this is a heavy blade, and this thing, I don't feel anything when I get hit anywhere with this thing. So I'm gonna be pretty excited to wear this. Aside from the fact that it looks pretty damn cool, I'm excited to use this in combat. All right, let's go on to the next thing. So here we go. Here's both the armor paddings on there. You can see it's like gloves. They held on really firmly. They do sell the ones that are cut off right there, but since I had these already, I just took off the foam padding. And besides, I like that it has the kind of gives me a little bit of support in my hands here. So you see I have these paddings on there. This is my elbow support. Here's my arm guards, and then my chest pieces, and then my under armor that I wear for it. Along with some more support, I do have some knee support. Some knee support. I use this right here because also the same thing with fencing. A lot of times you're on your knees pretty often. I mean, you have to like be very mobile and agile. And since you're moving your knees so much, this really does help. They get kind of tired at the end of the day. So I'm gonna show you how these look on there. Like I said, most of the stuff, like I said, there's no really reference to where I buy this. I honestly just went shopping around to sporting goods shops, Amazon, and I looked at whatever I felt could help me out from the experience. Like that 10-hour fencing day, all the parts of my body that felt like they were hurting, I made sure to get something on there just to give you a little bit of extra support. So let me put these on there for you so you can take a look at them. So on the first one, I have an open knee support. This just allows a little more mobility and flexibility on my right knee. And on my left knee, I just have a closed support. This one right here just allows for a little more stiffer leg. And like I said, the one in the back doesn't really move as much as the one in the front, so it helps me out. Like I said, it feels really comfortable having these on. It feels good to have a little bit extra layer of support, both on your elbows and your knees. This has padding on the left and right side of your leg. These are pretty nice. They also give it support. It holds it on there very firmly. It has a tight grip, so everything I'm wearing gives my body a little bit more support. So let me go ahead and put this on. So it slides on just like a sock, and they fit pretty comfortably. Like I said, once I put these on, man, it feels comfortable, like that firmness around your leg. All right, and there you go. So I have the knee supports under here, and then so the knee supports under here. I've got the protection on my legs, and the last support that I have is going to be my ankle support. So although you might not need these, just from my previous injury when I was younger, I do wear these just to prevent any major injury when I'm fighting. And luckily, I haven't had anything bad happen to me yet. But let me show you how these look. They actually look kind of cool, especially with the shoes I'm gonna be wearing with them. So here's the ankle support. Feels pretty nice. Feel pretty agile on my feet with this. And the last thing I'm going to be wearing is my fencing shoes. So I went ahead and picked up these Menace Tiger 88s. These are badass. Aside from them looking retro and cool, these are really flat. They're meant to be like track shoes. I think they were used in the Olympics. Not these, of course, but these are like the remade versions of them. These are really nice. They have a lot of grip. So they have a lot of grip and they're flat. So whenever I'm trying to fight with them, it feels really nice to have something kind of gliding, but at the same time having support on your feet. And here's how here's how the Tiger 88s look on me, and that's with the ankle support. Everything fits on there. A lot of times my running shoes didn't take the sides pretty well, but these are pretty loose, and like these fit really well with ankle supports. I really like them. And then that retro look, I love that as well. All right, and the last thing is going to be one of the most important things, which is for your hands. You need good protection. These are my Brian King gloves. They have leather on the bottom. They have I tried a couple sizes out, but this is the one that fit me the best. And I think the gloves is one of the most important things you need. I don't think you should buy them too loose or too tight. I got this one just right. This is how these look on there. They have gel padding on the ends of them, and they have a lot of padding all around and some really strong support on the top. So it gives me that really nice protection on my hands that I'm gonna be needing when I get hit there. This is the full setup. Got my Crimson Menace, got shoes, supports, knee supports, ankle supports, chest supports. This is gonna be the full equipment I'm gonna be wearing. And let me put on that mask for you so you can see how it's all gonna look together. Keep in mind my mask I'm gonna be taking to the tournament is gonna be all black. I thought it'd look cooler with this full aesthetic, but let me show you how it'll look together. Alright, so this is the mask on right here. It gives me a lot of breathing room. Like I said, the black one's gonna be just the same thing as this, just all black. This like white part won't be this white part will be black right here. You can see how it's all together. It kind of looks cool already like this, but I just thought it would look nicer with the black. So this is gonna be it. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of self training. I've been practicing a lot from what I've seen Kang Snow do. I just take basically everything he's shown me in his videos, and I try practicing it in real person here. Try copying whatever I can, and guys, go along the way, because a lot of this stuff has been myself just kind of interpreting things and trying to make it my own way. And I don't really have a trainer here, so it's not like I have someone to ask and how I can do these things. But I really am thankful to my friends that have helped me out with all this. I have a group of friends that we started the media group with. This is a studio we're in right now, and they've helped me out with a lot of the lightsaber fencing. If it wasn't for them, I don't think I'd be getting the training I need, and I wouldn't have someone to go film with me. Like, Sandra's awesome for coming with me to be able to film all this. I'm really grateful for everything, and I'm really excited. We are going to be filming everything like I mentioned. So this camera that I'm using right now is the A7R2 Sony. I had Canon previously and I moved to Sony. I love Sony because of the video quality and also the picture quality in them. So the A7R2 is going to be my personal camera. Like I said, this is the media group equipment that I purchased. So the A7R2 is going to be for the filming, photography, and then for my friend Sandra, I got her the A7R, and we're going to be using, this is the Rokinon lens, the Rokinon lens, 35mm 1.4. I'm using the 2470 millimeter on mine, and I'm going to also be getting a 70 to 200mm for the Sonys when I go over there to take pictures as well. We are going to have microphones on them, and I'm going to record on the Rokinon, so you can see. So here's the Sony A7R, and the one I'm filming with is basically just like this one, just a little bit bigger. The A7R2 just a little nicer quality, but not by much. I love Sony. These little flip out screens are pretty awesome. Might take a gimbal with me to record everything kind of like in a very glided mode, but we'll see. It is kind of heavy to carry all this stuff around, so I'll decide what I want to do. I'm definitely taking these two cameras. I can't wait to see Kang Snow, and I want to get it all in footage. All this camera equipment I'm buying is not just for the lightsaber fencing. Like I said, it's for my media group, so I can photography, videography. It's gonna be like a side job that I have. But all this equipment right here, I was super excited about trying it out, and I'm super excited to put it all into practice and see how it all works out. But Kang Snow, Vic, Loring, and Ryan P, I believe those guys are pretty damn good. I'm coming for you. I mean, I might not win, but I want to get that experience. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the content that's coming out in the next week or so. Like I said, in 3 days, actually not even 3 days, in 2 days I'm going to be flying out to California. I'm super excited. And like I said, I'm obviously well prepared now. Got the camera equipment check, got the armor check, and can't wait to see you, Kang Snow. Bye.